guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Friday. Happy Friday morning to you. I hope that your day is going well. My day is going great. Got Maxine snoozing away here. The girl's got her a little plushie here for her. I don't know. I think it's, what would you say that is? A kitty cat? It's got a tail. I'm not really sure. It doesn't say what it is. I'm like, a cat, a bear? I'm not really sure. So she's side-eyeing. She's like, don't touch my toy, Mom. They picked her up one. I'm like, I don't know if she's going to trade in the hedgehog, but I think she will. So it's Friday. So it's been a good morning. We had a good day yesterday. Yesterday, the kids and I went to the opera. The opera. Have you ever been to the opera? Let me know if you've been to the opera. I have never been to the opera. I was talking to the lady and I said, we're country. I say country folks. And I'm not a country folk completely. I live in the city right in Florida, totally different. But we lived for a long time in the country. So I know when I lived in Michigan, I remember as a teen and going down to like the Fox Theater in Detroit. And I remember seeing a couple like Broadway, I'm gonna say Broadway type plays, shows. I think it was Annie that we went and saw. So I do remember things like that we would go to as a kid. We moved to, and then we really didn't have anything else, like around the area. We were more, I'm gonna say country. That's the kind of what we kind of grew up in. And I've been to plays. My aunt and uncle used to do plays all the time, so I would go see a lot of those as a a young teen or whatever, and then moved to the mountains, and then they didn't have any of that stuff there, but they did have a little playhouse. It was called the Flat Rock Playhouse. It was cute. It was a little country theater, and it literally had the barn. It looked just like a barn, being in a barn, but they would have people come from like New York and like real professional people coming and do plays. And so we went and saw Annie. It was Jaden's birthday when she was younger. We went and saw Annie there, and then we also went and saw the Charlie Brown Christmas the last year we were there. So we've done those kind of things. And so here, it's a culture. It's definitely a different style of living. I said, it's interesting seeing, like, I living that country life, and you see us in that element. It just seems more homey, and it seems more like, I guess it seems more welcoming, and you know what I mean? And so I get it. It's like that slower kind of living, and then you move to Florida, and Florida is just not that slower kind of community living. It's more like citified and doing a bunch of different things. I understand. I completely understand. The kids and I were just talking about this yesterday, and I said, just what kind of lifestyle would you guys want to live? And we just kind of talked about that, and they're like, oh, we would never go back to the middle of nowhere, Mom. And I'm like, I get you guys are teenagers. They're like, we love having everything right here. We love having it. And I do too. I said, maybe this season of my life, this is what I enjoy. I enjoy just opening the back door and not worrying about a bobcat or a bear in my backyard. I do have to worry about snakes and lizards, but I don't think I have to worry about too many, or even alligators I don't have to worry about too much in our, I'm like, at all. Not in our area, other areas for sure. But I'm like, I definitely enjoy that aspect. I love that we have a lot of things that we can go do, and a lot of different, just different opportunities of things. And so they're like, we love shopping, that we can go to the stores here, and here, we can do this. And I'm like, that's true. They're like, we can ride bikes, we can go here. So it's different. It's definitely different. And so back to the whole culture thing, it's definitely a different culture in Florida, I think, than anywhere else we've ever lived. So I say that, and I didn't, and it stuck with me because I remember I had a friend, and her sister-in-law lived in Florida, and she came to visit, and we were just talking about things, and I said, it's just different and she was saying how it's different how they are there. It's different how they are there, and I was like, she's like, it's just a Florida thing. And I'm like, really? But now that we're here, I see the Florida thing. So it's a Florida culture. It's definitely a different culture. I get it. I completely get it. It's like, so anyways, back to the whole culture thing. So it's different what we get to do. It's different opportunities. The kids get to be exposed to things they would have never been exposed to. And so the opera, we went to downtown Sarasota, which is beautiful, very beautiful. We've always driven by there. That's where the Siesta Key Beach is. We've been there before. It's America's #1 beach, and we went and saw the fireworks there for 4th of July. That was really neat. And so but we kind of just driven through that area, and so a couple of kids have gone to like the movie theater and different shopping and things down there, but I haven't gone down there. And so beautiful. It was just a great little town. I said it reminded me of like when we lived in Hendersonville, North Carolina. They had a little historic downtown, but it was a very small area, very small. We do the parade there every year, and I said it was like that, but magnified. And so just the nice streets that were all made of brick, and just, it was good. It was good. And we saw the opera. I've never been to an opera. Kids have never been to an opera. And so it was one of those, like, is it going to be the teenage, like, what are you doing to us, Mom? Or is it gonna be like, this is very interesting. So it was good. We went, and I've got some clips for you here. The I guess overall, did everybody enjoy it? They said it wasn't bad, and they said, you know what, Mom, we've been to it, we've seen it. So the boys, I don't think they could care less to go back, but they sat through it, they watched it, they got to laugh at the different parts and see the different things and kind of chuckle at things. And the girls, they said they would like to go back again. So I'm like, we will definitely go back again. And so it was good. So we did that yesterday. I'll show you all that in just a minute. I'll chat for just a second. And then afterwards, we had a little bit of time before we had to drop off Maddie to one of her classes, and so we kind of went to the Waterfront park, and we had been there when we first moved here, but it was like under construction, and you know, when you first moved here, life was just busy and crazy, so it's like a lot of it just kind of like is a blur, I feel like. So we got to go there, check out the park. They had a water park there, and got to see a giant statue that I've kind of seen driving by, but I've never really got to see up close. So let me share all of that with you right here.
You saw me in the crowd, they were calling last call. I was lost in the noise, oh my. But you opened my eyes, yeah, the story of hope began that night. Without a clue of what's coming next, was I guided by hands I couldn't see? Was it written somewhere, part of a plan? I have these thoughts in my head. Can you make it make sense? How a heart can burn with joy, then suddenly feel cold. Still I trust there's more to know. Feels like my head's underwater.
That was so weird. We got to park in the parking garage. So we had to come up here. It's beautiful today. A little chilly, but a nice day. Great time at the opera. Okay, we've seen this online. They said it was something to come see and get a picture of. I've never seen it in person, just driving from the road, but look at that gigantic statue. That's pretty cool. It's the unconditional surrender. That's neat. There it is. All right, a beautiful day. It's like 65. We were gonna get out and go, look how big that shoe is right there, it's huge. And go by the water, but everybody's starving because it was a couple hours, and so I guess we're just gonna go eat in the car on the way home because it'll be about an hour home, but beautiful. Great. All right, Sarasota, downtown Sarasota. What a fun little day out with the kiddos. Not bad. Okay, we're gonna go head home, and thank goodness for a nice afternoon. We're coming to the Sarasota Bayfront Park. Look at those palm trees on that boat. The cruises. That's fun.
Like,
We got a little swing there. I'll say this is like nice grass. It's like,
this is like their one part.
that's very nice. Look at that big old boat. Look at the fun park. The park has a nice sitting area for adults, and then a nice big play area for kids, like a pirate ship. That's pretty neat. There's the water park. This is their splash pad for when it's hot. I think they just built it this year. Oh, they got a ride for us. Oh, good. You got the bay and the trees to climb in. Kind of nice climbing trees for kids. Nice that it's not just a drop off in water like into the bay. Like there's a little area for kids. You know, if you're like a kid exploring, you could come in here and just kind of play right here. I don't know, but not bad. This is kind of nice. The Sarasota Bay. Not a bad little area. So we got the little wall. No, look at that. That's kind of nice. There's some pelicans right there. So it was good. It was a whole afternoon. By the time we had dropped Maddie off, I came home. I had about a half hour to work for a little bit, edit yesterday's video, and then had to go back out and pick her up. Came home, worked for a little bit more, and got to bed. I think it was about 10 o'clock last night. I went to bed, and I woke up today. I was like, okay, it's Friday, and I'm like, it's a whole nother busy day though, but that's okay. It's not much for you guys. We have food. I don't even need to make anything today. So today is going to be another kind of running day, and I'm like, you know what? I'm filming my life. I'm filming the realness and what we do. So this is what you're gonna get today. Amy in busy mom mode. So today is, we're up. Maxine and I went for a walk this morning because yesterday I took her for a walk too before we left, and we were gone all day, so she was by herself. By the way, someone told me to put on the puppy anxiety video. Now we watched the one with squirrels and that makes her all anxious because she wants to do it, but we found one. It's so funny. It's literally calming music and a picture of a dog sleeping with her stuffy, like her little toy. And I was like, is she really gonna watch that? Well, we set the camera up. That dog sat and laid there and watched that. Well, the whole time we were gone. I mean, she got up and got down, got drinks and stuff, but she literally sat in the same spot. Greg came home. He's like, I came home and looked at the TV and saw the dog staring at the TV. He's like, you should put some like squirrel or birds on. I'm like, no way. She would be all freaked out when we were gone. So she likes her little puppy anxiety TV show. So we enjoy that. She enjoys that. So had that for her. So we went for a walk yesterday to get her out. Went for one when we got back just so she can get out. And then today we went this morning for another walk because I knew it was going to be another day being out. And so that got done. And then we're going to have to head out. We have to head out and go to the post office, mail some books out. Thank you for all your orders. And I'm going to drop something off at UPS. And then I have to do the car wash because kids' car and food in the car makes a mess. So I thought, let's stop there and get it clean. And then we have skating today. So the kids go roller skating with their homeschool group. We have that today. Then I got to bring them back, drop them off, and then I'm heading out with Jaden, and Jaden is getting a new car today. So I am going to go with her because she sold her car, and so now she's carless. So I said, well, I'll drive you and take you. So I'm going to be heading out and doing that today. So I don't know. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to get a chance to do anything or make anything today, and that's okay. There's enough food in the refrigerator. Everybody will survive just fine if mom doesn't make anything. That is quite all right. We're down to, I told you, we're down to like making everything, and that's fine, great, been able to do that. And so I'm just starting to plan and get prepared for the next part. So I thought today, I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to bring you along with life and how it is. If it's a video, it's a video, it'll be something. And then next week will be a whole lot better with like household stuff. I have to do all my shopping. We got to stock up on things. I'm gonna have to make a bunch of things. It'll be a whole lot busier, but I appreciate you sticking around for the low days and the no days of not a whole lot of exciting. So I also want to share, this is for the Homeschool, Practical Homeschooling magazine. Remember I was just sharing, hold on. I was just up to my office and I was sharing with you the award I got for this last year, Practical Homeschooling magazine. This is a magazine, it's great. It's written by Mary Pride. She's wonderful, very sweet lady. She's still doing it. I'm like, for people to still put a magazine out in today's day and age, go Mary, because you know what? No one does. No, everything's digital. Everybody's saving a buck here and there. She still does this. And I'm like, that is very cool. So Practical Homeschooling, it's good because it's written by a lot of like homeschool moms that put in their stories, and she goes through and, you know, shares different curriculum, things like that. But they have a Reader's Choice awards. And so for myself, I do a whole free curriculum for, I have like a basic kindergarten through 8th grade where you can go and school your kids with the basics. They'll cover the basics, and they'll be able to pass a standardized test, and they're good, and then without having to pay for it. So I do that free on my blog. There's no ads over there. There's no there's nothing. You don't even have to sign up. You can just download everything for free. So I have that offered for families because I feel like that should never be put like a path of not being able to homeschool. Because as soon as you say you homeschool, people are like, oh, that's so expensive. And it's like, yeah, it can be very expensive, especially when you don't get any help. You're putting all your money in the government and they don't give you any. It can be expensive. And so I never wanted that to be a problem for people. And so give all that away over there. And so then I also have a home economics course that I do, that I started with my oldest daughter because there really wasn't a lot of them. So I wrote it mainly for girls because there never was anything, there is more now, but there wasn't at the time, to learn homemaking skills, because who does that? It's like a lost art, right? So that course gets nominated for their practical homeschooling. It's like the curriculum part, and that's great because it drives people to my site for them to see that I have all the free stuff as well. So I am thankful for it because it gets the word out. So I have placed in there, there's not very many in the home science section of schooling. That's okay. And so, but it's good because it gets my name out there for people to be able to homeschool their kids for free. So for those of you that use my curriculum and that like it and just think it's a good thing, I'm going to ask, I just get the nomination comes up every year, and I was nominated for that award. So if you go and vote, I'll put the link below. You can just go and vote, and then I think it's a couple months, they will announce the winners. Last year I was a first place winner. The year before, I think I'm not sure, I'm drawing on a blank, it's second. I've always placed though, and that's good because it gets people to the free stuff. That is why I share it. So if you have used it, go over to the website, I'm gonna link it below, and vote. You can vote for a whole bunch, and it's great because it's reader's choice curriculum. It's not based on like if you've got the expensive textbook or if you got all the right tools out, because my book is written by me. There's flaws, it's not perfect. I'm not using a publishing company. I don't have all that overhead. I have something that it's like I'm a mom that's just putting information out for parents to help their kids. And so I love that it's there. It's a great tool and resource. So if you want to, you can go vote for that below if you've been part of that, just to go help get people to that site for free stuff, because you know what? We all need some free stuff. I could use some free stuff, couldn't you? The voting, I think, expires tonight. That's the only reason I wanted to share that today. So what else? Okay, so that's it. So we're going to head out today. So I'm going to take with me, because I'm still planning, instead of sitting there doing nothing, it's always good to keep doing something. So I started making out, I have a list of stuff that I need from the store. I started making out roughly a menu of foods that the kids have told me, and a couple new ones, nothing crazy. You know what, like no sense making food if the kids aren't gonna eat it, right? No sense. So very basic, but I printed off my main grocery list here. I ordered all of my stuff from Sam's Club, most of it, and that should arrive in the next few days because I was out of bags, I'm gonna be out of flour, that, so I have a huge order coming, which will be nice. I don't have to go to the store and buy that, which is good. And I do have to go and pick things up, but I'm not gonna do that just yet. So I just want to get a rough estimate, I want to get a rough draft of what I need for the month. So I'd love to do, I'm even thinking, like I film my Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but Tuesday and Thursday I don't always film, and sometimes we just grab whatever for dinner because I'm busy those days. And so I might, I don't know yet. I'm gonna kind of see how life is here. I might even do a couple freezer meals just for the ease of it. Nothing crazy, just something simple. I might, so then I can throw in the slow cooker. So I'm just trying to get my list together. So when the kids are skating, I sit there for a few hours. I'm like, you know what? That'll be a good time to utilize my time to plan. So I'm gonna do that today. It's gonna be a great day. Whatever we're doing, right? It's just kind of see how things go. So I'm gonna take my little list here. I've grabbed my notebook. I'm trying to use up stuff, and so I found this notebook upstairs. I'm like, the back is missing, but there's still paper in it. So I'm gonna take this with me, and we're gonna head out the door here. I'm gonna pack a lunch to go out because we're out in the car for a little bit, and it's gonna be an amazing day. I'll bring you along. So thank you for being here and for being part of the journey of life. I know it's like you lose people over the years because people gotta go to work, and life is not as exciting when you've got a bunch of teenagers and that you don't show them. Who wants to see just a woman sharing? But I'm here to show up every day for you regardless. I don't care. I am enjoying my journey so much. I love sharing. Like Monday, Wednesday, Friday are fine doing what I do. I like cooking. I like doing those things in life. But my Tuesday and Thursday, which don't have very many views, and my weekend, those are my absolute favorite times to film. I feel like such, it feels good because you feel like you're helping for the future. You know what I mean? Like today's okay, but is it gonna help somebody 20 years from now? Probably not, but like my Tuesday and Thursday and my Sunday and Saturday, like that's gonna help somebody in the future. Someone's gonna be able to have a rough day and go there and get some encouragement. Someone's gonna wanna start decluttering their house and not know how to do it, and there's gonna be videos there for a long time that they're gonna be able to watch and be able to, okay, I can do this. So for me, I'm excited for those days. I'm excited for those days, and I appreciate you guys still being here for the other days. It's life. We're just following this journey together. It's what I vowed to do. I'm still here. Just like you're still here. So I thank you for your support over the years. So are you ready for an amazing day? I did a lot of chatting, a lot of things to do. I've got to get kids moving because I'm sure they're slow moving, but that's okay. You do what you can do. I've got laundry rolling today. I've already cleaned my bathroom because I'm gonna be gone Monday. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start cleaning my bathroom. Anyways, total no, I started using that pink stuff for my shower. I'm like, I'm like, what can I do with it? Because it's part of its use. I knew Jaden didn't want it. It's just, I don't really have anybody to give it to. So I'm starting to clean my shower with it. Instead of using the dish soap, which is good, I'm like, you might as well use it. So we're gonna use that for the tubs for the next little while, just to use it up. So I cleaned my bathroom. That's done. Got the vacuum out here. This room is all clean. My bed's cleaned. And I got laundry rolling, and that's it. So I've done what I have to do usually on a Monday, so I don't have to clean on Monday. I just enjoy shopping. So, okay, enough chatting. Let's get out the door. Let's go. Kids are like, we're gonna put a show on for Maxine. This is the one she likes. She literally, like, look at her. Like, this is gonna be her. Sitting and staring at the TV. Now, if there's lizards or something, I might freak her out, but this is her favorite. So, there she is. This is her anxiety. Or not anxiety, just calming video. So, this is what we leave her with. I thought it was funny. So, bye Maxine. Okay, to the car, made it. So I've got lunch packed and put that in the cooler. They chose sandwiches, so we've got sandwiches in there. Grabbed a couple apples and got water bottles, and then I've got all my stuff to head out the door. So we're gonna run to the post office real quick and drop off packages to ship those. All right, post office. All right, post office done. Love my post office people. So now we're gonna go ahead to the car wash. So we've got a car wash, a new one in our town here. So we're gonna go get it washed and clean the car out, because you know, life and kids. Okay, made it to the car wash, so we're getting the car cleaned here, and then it looks like they have a grand opening, so they have a couple little things outside we'll check out when we're done here. We're gonna put in the car. It was grand opening at the car wash, so we did the car wash, was free, and then they had a bunch of free stuff. So we spun the wheel, and you get a free thing. So we got a pair of free sunglasses. I'm sure the girls will like that. And then they gave you they had a coffee truck, Quail Run Coffee. So you got a free drink, whatever you wanted, a free drink, free coffee, cold. So I got this one as a, I don't know, healthy drink. I think it's like a refresher at Starbucks. So I got a drink, mistletoe kiss it's called, but very, very cool. So that was a nice little pleasant surprise. Oh, and then we got free chips. The kids got a free soda and they got free snacks to go. So thank you on the car wash here for the grand opening. So now we're gonna head to the drop something off at UPS, and then we'll head on to skating. Change your mind, we're not going to UPS, we're just gonna head to skating so we're not late. Okay, got to the skating, so now I'm gonna get some work done here, get my grocery list together while the kids skate. Okay, back at the car again. Went to the skating place, the kids did their skating, and then I got to sit and do a big detailed plan for groceries and things I need to get, so that gave me time. A couple hours was nice, so plan things out, because I'm trying to stick to more basics. Trying to. If not, no big deal. I'm gonna go to the discount store, so if I find deals, I'll find deals, but just the majority be able to purchase that's just like ingredients, you know what I mean? So now I dropped off kids, got them set, and now I gotta go head out because I gotta go pick up Jaden, and we are hoping to get a car today. It's gonna be on our list of hopefulness, so I'm gonna go grab her and we'll go see. Okay, I just like went to go pick Jaden up, and I'm sitting there, I was talking to my dad, and I'm having this conversation. I'm sitting outside her place thinking she'll just see where I'm at on my location and come down, and then I finally called him, like, I said, I'm outside of your apartment right now, and I'm like, I'm in the wrong spot, thinking, did I pull up the wrong spot? Because you know me and my directions. And then she's like, oh, I'm at work, Mom. So I'm like, oh, I did not know that. So coming to work, thank goodness it's not completely on the other side of town. So I'm gonna grab her, and then we'll go look at cars. Okay, we're back at another stop. So I got Jaden, and we had to run to the bank so she can get her money out here, the rest of her money for us. So she'll be coming out, so this will be good. So we're on a mission to get vehicles. It's one of those things where she has her eye on one, but like she wanted one a few weeks ago, and literally within like a day it sold. So it's just, things go quick, I get it. And so she's got a couple like in the forefront of her mind. So I'm like, okay, I'm like, we'll go, we're just in the car today. My whole afternoon is free until we get a vehicle. I said most places are open until 8 o'clock tonight, so I'm sure we will find something. So I'm like, it'll work out good. So it'll be a good day. So this is my Friday. I'm like, this is what mamas do, is just kind of, if you can be there for your kids, great. Sometimes you can't. I know there's been many things I haven't been able to be there for due to life and kids and everything else, but today it'll be good to get the other ones out, which we did, and then I'll be able to take her, get her car, and then she'll be happy and be driving. And it's always good, that next step, you know, it's like your first car is kind of like a whatever car just to get you by, and then you're like, okay. And she definitely she drives a lot, which is good, and but it's definitely needed to be replaced, and so it'll be nice to get something. So I told her right now, I said, well, this won't be your forever car. So I said, don't be too bummed if it's not like the one she wanted. And I said, but she understands. I'm like, you're 19 years old. I said, it's crazy. You're literally 19 years old and you've got an apartment. You're out on your own. You got a full-time job. You're going to buy a car. I'm like a nice car, a nicer car. I'm like, that's like an accomplishment. I said, that's a very good accomplishment. So I'm like, hey, you're further off than and I was. And I said, that's what you always want for your kids to be better off than you are. So she's thinking that. So it'll be a good day. It'll be a good evening, and it's beautiful outside, and just, it's great all around. I'm looking forward to the weekend. I don't know what we'll do. I think we are home this weekend. Just we've got a few things to take care of in the house. You know, we gotta go out and do our trips, and then it's like, then we'll stay home for a few weeks so we can get a few things done. Otherwise we're just out all the time. I think we moved to the mountains. We rented, so we you know, we were gone all the time because you don't have to do house stuff, right? There's really nothing to take care of when you don't own a home. And then we bought our house, and then we really didn't go as many places. And so now here it's like we're not renting, but we're buying, but you have to do things to take care of your house and your yard and all that stuff to get done. So we'll probably be home doing that. And I'm like thinking through my shopping, because I have a lot of places I'd like to go, because I'd like to get multiple things, and I want to do some meals, like freezer meals. I think I'm gonna do some freezer meals, not a ton, but just some, just to have it prepared. Because, and the reason why, let me tell you the reason why. I'm gonna talk to you today. I did onions and peppers this last month and put them in my freezer. It made my freezer stink. I even double bagged it the first time I did it and did it that way. It was fine. This time, I don't know if they were much more stronger onions. They definitely weren't as like fresh. I still bought them at Sam's, and they were old when I got them, but they weren't like as real fresh. So I'm thinking to get my onions and peppers, but put them in the meats. You know what I mean? So I'll start making the base of things with the onions and peppers. So we'll do like sausage, red beans, and rice. I'll cut up the sausage, I'll saute the onions, and then put them in with that, and maybe some tomato sauce, but I won't put everything in there. I won't put obviously the rice there, but like stuff like that to get it started. So all I gotta do is pull it out and thaw it and heat up. And same thing, like make meatloaf and do some meatballs, and then cook hamburger, but put the onions and cook it in there and then freeze it. So I think that's my game plan this time, because I had too many things that I think the onioning was kind of overtaking things, and so I don't want to do that this time around. So got that planned out. So I just got to plan on how I can get everything without you know, be able to have all the things at home without going to all the stores in one day. So it's gonna be good. Okay, Jaden's coming in here. So
What's up, you turd?
Jaden said, she goes, that was the bougiest Fifth Third I've ever been in.
They literally had free coffee and like waters, and it literally looked like a home.
Is that nice?
But it was so,
you know what?
futuristic.
We went to a First Citizens like that because we had to close our account because there's not like a bunch of them, and they had all that sitting out, and I was like, what a nice little place like that. So it's nice. It's so nice. It's a nice little thing. So
oh my gosh, this is so nice. He's like, yeah, we just remodeled. I was like, I can see that.
So well, we hit the car wash today, the Tommy's car wash by us, and it was grand opening day.
Yeah.
So they had the coffee. I don't even know what the place was, but you carried coffee or something, but you literally could get any coffee drink you wanted. So I got like a refresher drink, and then they had snacks and treats, and then Brooklyn took the girls, and they got they had the dogs place, the dog food trucks. They got hot dogs and stuff. I'm like, it was like free. It was like free food day. I'm like, I said, if we were really smart, we would find all the grand openings.
Right. Yeah,
because everything opens all the time, and never spend a cent in food.
100%. They do that with flights now too.
Okay.
So like with our airport,
yeah.
Like whenever there's a new flight that's been added, you can, if you fly on that flight, you get free stuff at the beginning and at the end of your flight.
Wow. Get on the bougie place. So yay, we're off to find a car.
Yes, ma'am.
I told her we're gonna go find one. It'll be great. It'll be beautiful and wonderful. So we're gonna get going, and I don't know, I won't show you the car, but at least I'll show our fun experience.
Oh yeah, for sure. That'll be interesting.
Maybe we should like just drive a sports car.
Okay, so I mean, I did drive a Bronco, which was kind of bougie, so maybe be like, oh yeah, I want to try a Corvette.
Yeah, I want a Corvette, and then just go, no, actually I want that one over there.
Like, I actually don't like that color.
I want the sedan over there.
Yeah, it would be fun.
It's gonna be all good. So, all right, we're gonna go find some cars. Stop number one, we're at the Toyota dealership.
Yes.
Jaden was gonna do Honda dealership because she, you know, Mama's on her Honda, but we're closer to the Toyota, so let's go to Toyota first and then we'll see. So I don't know, we'll see what we can find. Here we are, we're looking. We're at the desk, she's going to find us a vehicle, so don't film it in the place. Okay, update, we're still in the dealership. As a new buyer, they try to, you know, suck you into the most expensive that looks the best on paper. So we're just being frugal and being careful, and Jade's not a pushover at all.
No. I don't mind saying no.
She knows what she wants, so they brought us a thing and then where she's like, I don't like that number, so they're looking for another one right now, so we're waiting. Jaden's hiding me.
I'm hiding.
Okay, at the dealership, we're still looking and just seeing what they got. So lots and lots of cars, lots and lots of options. So when you're young and you're new at finding cars, they'll throw a whole bunch at you just to see what's good. So she doesn't care. She's does not that you're undecisive. You're decisive, but
I'm unwavering. With
there you go. She's unwavering
with what I want.
Right. She knows what she wants. So she's not very specific though. So it doesn't really matter. So we're doing a couple different ones. She showed us one that was really nice. But Jade says, nah, not her favorite.
No,
I'm like,
I didn't like the engine in it when I had, because I had a rental vehicle.
Yeah,
that was
rented. Yeah, so I said, you'll be driving it, and you'll pay for it, so that you want to be happy with it. So we'll see. So we're gonna see if there's some more. It's a pretty lovely up there. Okay, back to the car we go. So yeah, we're not finding anything we like. Person, she was kind to try to find things, but everything we kind of said, they're like, here, this is a little bit more. Here, this is a little bit more. And trying to get her as a young adult to find it's like a brand new car. I'm like,
which is cool,
which is
not
cool.
what I was asking for initially.
I know. I'm like, she's
like,
19 years old. I'm like, I just got my first brand new car. I'm 40. I'm like, I don't think she should finance a brand new car. Well, it's better with the, you know, I don't know. It doesn't seem right. So Jane did good. She did good. So we're gonna go ahead to good old Mama's.
Our Honda dealership, because I'm finally caving in. Maybe I'll be a Honda family. Crazy. I was like, well, actually, I mean, they're not awful vehicles.
Hondas are good. They're good and reliable. Toyotas too, but I think we'll have a better luck. So we're gonna go over there and see. Okay, I told Jane, I said, we're home, Jane, to Honda. We're to Honda. We're gonna see. I whatever she gets, it doesn't matter. But we're at the Honda, so I feel like we're gonna get something here, Jaden. Let's go find it. Wish us luck.
Like one of them is a Civic.
Okay.
So I'm gonna show you that one. I think I'll do this blue one on here. Because you want it to be around like 10.
Okay, we're at the Honda dealership, and what do? He like
We were
comes up.
laughing because before we were looking aimlessly through the parking lot, and then he's like, oh yeah, let me go get the golf cart, and I was like, for real?
Because when the other dealership, we had to walk, we just walked around literally looking for the car and like searching all over, and we walked up here, I said, look, Jane, they have a golf cart.
I was like,
I bet you
sure.
I said, I bet you they chauffeur you to the vehicle. And the first thing the guy said, here, let's jump on the golf cart and I'll drive you around. So he did. So the first car she looked at, she likes here, which is great. So it's a Honda Accord, right?
Yeah, because the Civic is too small for
Civic small, so we'll see. But yeah, like very helpful, very helpful. But
I like the fact that the bro homie is a young adult, so when I started to use lingo, he's like, I was like, can I airdrop this to you? And he was like, yeah, for sure.
Exactly, so this is good. So we're gonna go for a ride. This is nice though. This is way comfier than that. This was comfier than the 2025 they tried to sell to you.
It's a very nice vehicle for what it is.
It's not bad. Okay, so we're gonna see. But yeah, they drive you around. I had to laugh.
I was literally like, all right, this is for real.
Love the Honda. She will love it.
I do like the Honda.
Okay, so we're gonna.
How much I like the Accord.
That's right, Jade. You forget. Okay, we're gonna go drive around. Okay, I'm filming Jade. And Jane, did you get your car at Hendrix?
Almost. I haven't signed it yet, but yeah, pretty much.
She did.
I really like it.
It's a very nice car. It's a very car, and they are rated #1 in online reputation. We were just sharing with the guy how awesome they were. So yeah, it's very good. So congratulations, Jaden. I mean, it's not a done deal, but I think it's gonna be a done deal. All right. Yay.
Thank you. Yeah, so I just purchased a vehicle.
Jaden, a new car. We finally got it. Woohoo! Congratulations. Okay, our night came to an end. It is almost 9 o'clock right now. It has been a long day. Maybe I'll do an update in the morning, but awesome. She got her car. Thank goodness. Go to Hendrick Honda. Way better customer service. I told her that in the beginning. So, okay, I'm gonna head home. So it is the next day. I've been editing today's video already. Gone through it, I'm like, I need to close my video. So we had a great day yesterday. Oh my goodness, the end result was she got a car that she absolutely loves. So praise the Lord. We were just texting right now and I'm like, you still love your car? She's like, still love my car. So overall, awesome time. We had a little bit, I didn't get to film a lot in between because we were kind of like pressed for time. We went to, she knew what she wanted to get. Well, she had an idea of what she wanted to get. We had 2 dealerships in mind, a Toyota and a Honda. And so right away I was like, Jaden, you know you're gonna love a Honda. I just laughed because I don't care what she gets. It's her car. I just know Honda's reliable. It's going to be a good car. But as a mom, like, you gotta let your child buy whatever they want, right? Who cares? So she's like, I know. She goes, well, she had a couple she wanted to look at. And I said, well, I said, first, let's pray. Let's stop. Let's pray. I said, and then Lord, show us the right car. Make it a smooth transition. Make it just work out perfectly. And so we ended up going, we're driving. And we said, well, the Toyota dealership is first. So I said, well, let's go there because she said, let's go there because it's closer. So we went to the dealership, and I said, I felt like when you walk into, and it's obviously sales people, so you're gonna need people to be proactive for sales. And so I said, I felt like when we walked into like a furniture store, you know when you walk into a furniture store and 5 people like swarm you to find what you want to buy, you know what I'm talking about? So, but we got somebody, she's like, okay. So we went over to her table and sat down and talked. And she didn't have anything specific in mind. She's very open to anything, just within a certain price range. And so they said, well, okay, let's see. They said, what's your old car you're driving? Or what were you driving? She told them. And they said, okay. So then she said, just give me a minute, I'll be right back. And so I was like, okay. And so then she came back and she's like, let's go. And so we went out, and there was like a car. I looked at this, I was like, this is a really nice car. And so we got inside, and she took us for a ride, and Jane's driving. She's like, how do you like it? Do you love it? And Jane's like, yeah, I love it. And I said, well, how many miles on it? She's like, 1,100. I'm like, 1,100? Like, thinking I heard wrong. I'm like, 1,100, like 1100. And so she said, yeah. And then I saw Jane pick up the paper and looked at the specifications, and it was a 2025 whatever Toyota car. I don't even know, like a sedan car or whatever. And so I was like, oh, it's like brand new car. Of course it's going to be amazing. Because I'm like looking at this thinking, wow, is this a used car? This is pretty fancy. So we get back to the thing. She takes us to the desk, and she brings out her finance person, and he's like, well, you're kind of like your first time buyer. He goes, this is really the route to go, with today's interest rates and all of that. He said, this is kind of like, I can get a voucher program. This is really good for young people. It's good to go, and the best deal out there. Worry about repairs, just kind of bring it in, we'll fix it, do whatever we gotta do. And so then they brought the paper out with the bottom line number, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And I'm like, it was like 30,000. And I was like, I said, so you think the better deal is for a young adult, 19 years old, to finance a brand new 2025 car? I'm like, oh my goodness. They're like, well, in reality, it's better because it's a better deal than a used car. You're gonna have issues with it, you're gonna have to fix. But I'm like, oh my goodness. And maybe that's a logic for people. Maybe people don't know how to fix things. Maybe it is ridiculous. I know it's expensive to fix things, but in my head, I just couldn't process the brand new car at 19. I'm like, I got a car brand new at 40. At 19. And so, and Jaden, she's good. I'm more like the pushover. I'd be like, sure, let me sign my name on the thing. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't, but I'm just more like, I'm not the confrontational person. She's very good with that. She's very firm, very set with her boundaries and stuff. And so she's like, no, I think I want to look at, a used, cheaper option. And so they're like, are you sure, this really is the route to go? And I'm like, they're like, with the interest rate, this and that. And I was like, really? It would be that much more? I didn't see that, but I was like, well, maybe, I don't know. I've never had to go buy that with the interest, so I don't know. And so, they can't, and so then they said, okay, well, then she's like, okay, she went back, talked, disappeared, came back, and she's like, I got 3 choices here, let's go see. So we're walking out in the parking lot, big parking lot, and we're like looking for these vehicles. We're walking all over the parking lot. It's big, going here and there, trying to find this vehicle. She's trying to find him. We go to the first one, and it was like an SUV, and I'm like, oh, it's nice. But, Jaden didn't like it at all right away, and that's fine. And so I said, okay, so how much is this one? And she's like, told us the price, and it was like 5,000 more than, or almost, no, it was more than 5,000 more. It was about 7,000, 8,000. It was closer to 8,000 more than what she said she wanted to stay with. And I was like, what? And I'm like, well, maybe they do that to give it a better, once you find a nicer car, maybe she'll show some, the more options she told her. So, right away, she's like, no, let me see the other ones. So then we're looking for the other ones, and she couldn't find the other vehicle. So she was looking, we were walking all over this parking lot trying to find it. This woman, she was so sweet trying to find it. She could not find it. And so then I said, why don't you just look at the third one? And so for whatever reason, she's like, well, just give me a minute. So she ran back in, and we stood outside for a long time. I told Jane, I said, now's a chance to get in the car and just leave, Jane. She's like, Mom, and I said, I'm just kidding. So we she finally comes back out, and she's like, I think this is a good one. So we get to it. It's like it's a tiny car. It's like a little sports something. And I'm like, Jane's a tall person. She's not gonna do good in a tiny car. And so I see it. I was like, okay. And I didn't think it was nicer, but I was like, well, what is the price range of this one? And it was more than the last car. And I was like, okay. I said, well, and Jane's like, no, I don't even want that. She's like, well, thank you for your time. We're good if you don't have anything. And so then she's like, oh, hold on, give me a minute. So the guy comes out. She was gone. She was looking for getting a vehicle. And he's like, I found you something. I found your truck. You said you like trucks, right? And I was like, yeah, she likes trucks. And he's like, I think I found you what you wanted, your price range. I'm like, okay, maybe they did. So they came pulling out in this truck. It was more of an orangish red color. I didn't think it was very nice. No offense if you have an orangish red truck, but I was like, it was just real compact and bubbly, Chevy something. I don't know what, but she didn't like it at all. And I was like, okay. And so Jane's very gracious. And so she's like, no, she goes, I thank you for your time. She goes, it's just not finding, if you don't have anything, that's fine. So we left. Meanwhile, they had our license with them too. Totally left that at the dealership. Jane went and picked him up this morning, but it was just not a pleasant experience. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And I get they're trying to make a deal. They're trying to make the best deal. Maybe they're looking at a young girl and thinking the best deal is a brand new 2025 car. I don't think so as a mother, but maybe the world of sales is different. So we're driving and I said, we're gonna find it at the Honda dealership, Jane. I know we are. So we pull in and I'm like, we're home, Jane, we're home. We're gonna find the right place. And so it's Hendricks Honda. I bought my car at a Hendricks Honda dealership. And I know when I got mine, my dad, he worked in the car industry for a long time too. He's like, Hendricks Honda, they're like a racing company. He's like, they're a really good value company. I was like, really, Dad? We have in Michigan. He knew this. And so when we moved to Florida, they have a Hendricks Honda in it. So that's where I go get my stuff for my car. And I was like, wow, that was really good that they're all over like that. And so we get it there, we walk out, and as we're walking up, there's a golf cart there. And I said, look, Jane, they even have concierge service for, driving around the parking lot. And we just kind of laughed because we were just totally kidding. I don't know why they had the golf cart there. So we walk in, totally different vibe. They were relaxed, sitting back, and then, can we help you? And, it's like there was a couple salespeople, but they, it's like they got the younger person to match Jane, which is great. So somebody her age to be able to relate with what she wanted. And so, we went back to his desk, sat down, and he was just a very nice young man, not pushy, not anything. And she told him what she wanted, told him what she liked. He's like, let me go back and get some keys. So he went back, came back with 5 different keys. And these were all vehicles exactly, maybe within 1,000 or 2 of what she wanted. Some a little bit less, some a little bit more, but not like way more. And so helpful. So we get up to the thing. He's like, well, let's jump in the golf cart and we'll go drive. We go to the car. And so that's when we kind of laughed because I said, see, they're going to drive you around, Jay. She's like, Mom. So we went, looked at a couple of cars, and right away the first one of them she didn't like, and he's like, okay, let's go to the next one. And so then he's like, I know not these ones. And so we went, and she found one that she absolutely loved. And so she loved it right away. She loved it when she opened it up. She loved it when we went for a car ride. And I said, okay. I said, you sure that's what you want to get? So that's going to be your vehicle for quite some time. And she's like, I love it. And so I said, well, do you want to look at the next price up? And she's like, no, I think I'm good with this. So much pleasant, so much more pleasant, much better purchasing experience. So we got there probably about 6:30, a little bit like 6:45, and we didn't leave there until 9 o'clock. But they were so good to get everything set, go through everything very thoroughly. We even kind of, they had like a little QR code to scan. You can rate their place, and they're like, he's like, that's why we're #1 in the customer service online for many years. And I'm like, and that's so true, because they're not pushy. And that's what the guy said. He's like, obviously we need to make money on sales, that's in sales, but we're here for the customer. The customer is the one buying, so we want to make them happy. We don't want them to feel like we're not listening or any of that. So a whole 5-star review. I enjoyed my Honda dealership. I like the Hendricks. I had one in South Carolina, same service all around, and the same vibe here. And another one 1,000 miles away from where I got mine at. So just very good. So we got everything set up for her. They made sure to go through it, wash it, detail it, get everything set, get her set with, the package, come back and get a few things checked, oils, all that good stuff. And then got to set up her insurance right there. So that was all done. So it was just a night and day difference. Like we talked about it, we prayed before. The first one, it was just not feeling very settled. It was very uneasy, stressful, not good. I feel like not being heard. When you're saying what you want and someone's not responding the way that you feel like they should be responding, it's like it puts that wall up, like that does not sound good. Where this one, everything was just going so smoothly. So very thankful to God. And so she texted this morning, she's like, got our license. I'm like, thank you, because I got it. I was like, where's my license at? I mean, meanwhile, we're busy, and it was just a lot going on. And I'm like, did I take it? What did I do? And then I realized they had it still. So craziness. But overall, very, very thankful. I texted her this morning. She went and picked it up, and I said, love your car. She's like, you know, Mama, I was just sitting here praising the Lord at my age, the car that I got and what I found. She goes, I was just very thankful that he provided. I said, isn't that awesome? I said, it's because of your diligence. It's because of your obedience and what you're doing, and he's working all that out for your good. So very thankful. So it was a great day at the end of the day. So it was a late night, got home, and I was like, it's a tiring day today, but I felt like we got what we needed to get accomplished. Our day went well. So now it's the weekend. So the sun is shining. Blue skies are coming out. So I am looking forward to finishing up working up here so I can go out and enjoy it and enjoy some relaxing time this weekend. So next week is going to be shopping. I am determined to feed my family inexpensively in Florida, because it is not inexpensively here. Not inexpensive at all. So I am determined to get some groceries, not spend an arm and a leg, and feed my family pretty well. So come back next week. We're gonna do shopping. We're gonna do some freezer meals. We're gonna do some meal prepping, meat prepping, a whole lot of stuff to kind of stretch our budget to make it work for us in today's economy. So you have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you next week. All right, bye.